Hi, just a quick one. I just want to document this just to show how much of a logically fallacious sophist using rhetorical devices critical think is, and how much uses logical fallacy constantly and avoids the issue and avoids it and everything, does everything he can to use rhetoric and stuff like that, trying to avoid it. It's on his latest one. This guy must be a flat earther because he had a bit of an altercation with someone in a multi-storey car park. I'm going to go down to the comments if I can find them again. Where are we? This is the original comment. I'm not going to read the original comment out. You can look at that, you can read that. I'm actually not going to read any of them out. I'm just going to scroll through and you can pause it and read them yourself because but basically he said that you're bonkers if you think that. That's the true nature of reality. I said, well, argument from incredulity isn't measurable proof of the affirmative claim. Using natural applies to tangible substance. So I gave him an example of argument from incredulity fallacy. He said, "Oh, that's crazy. That dismissing it out of hand because it goes against one's personal beliefs, prior experience, or ideology." Then he called it a word salad and said, "I generally don't eat it. I stick to provable facts and measurements, but thanks anyway." I've never seen him show any provable facts or measurements. All I've seen him put is what they call it, pseudoscience and logically fallacious sophist arguments. So you think logical thinking is a word salad? That says a lot about you then, doesn't it? He's put, so you think your nonsense word salad totally devoid of any evidence is logical thinking? Says a lot about you then, doesn't it? Words are very cheap. I go by facts and evidence. Thanks for playing. Facts and evidence. I'm like, well, I don't want evidence. It's not a fucking court case. It's not a court case, and it's not a political debate where we're trying to persuade someone in the audience to vote for us or something like that. It's not nothing like that. This is about science and objective reality. It's not a debate. And I put gaslighting because he says that trying to make me think that logical thinking is nonsense and all this sort of stuff, trying to gaslight you. So I'll give him a reason. I'll give him a thing for that, what gaslighting is and stuff like that. So like I said, you can pause this and read it. I'll go slowly. Look, read that bit there. You can pause it and read it. I'm going to read the next bit there from affective states down there. Look. I know all about logic, grammar, and rhetoric, as I've been studying the trivium, which is part of a liberal arts education, for about 2 years now. So yes, when I point out your logical fallacies, they're 100% correct. All you have to do is look them up online to see I'm correct. I said I've also looked at the state-run education system. It's based on the Prussian education/mimicry system for the last 3 years, using the civil and utilitarian arts. I suggest you go and look at that. I've also been looking into the tactics used to try and sway weak-minded individuals for about a year now. And I've been looking into the science behind the heliocentric idea for about 4 years now. And yes, I have all the evidence that I need. But I don't do evidence. But that's why evidence is in the little speech things there. Look. So I said I can see you for the logically fallacious sophist using rhetorical devices to try and sway weak-minded individuals that you are. I put, you either know what you're doing by using these logical fallacies, sophistry, and rhetorical devices, and all the other tactics to try and sway weak-minded individuals, or you're not very bright. Which one is it? So we put, when will you get it? I'm not interested in the slightest in your philosophical view. If you think the earth is flat, show me the evidence of flatness. Well, I've never said the earth is flat in any of these comments. So why is he saying if you think the earth is flat, show me the evidence of flatness? Well, I've not mentioned it's flat. I've not said it's flat in these comments here, right? So that's a straw man fallacy argument right there anyway, right? Words are cheap. Hard evidence, not word salad, is required. Flatties have zero evidence. They just try to talk their way out of it, just like you are doing here. I'm not talking my way out of anything. I've not made any claims. So what am I talking my way out of? Nothing, because I've not made any claims. All I'm doing is pointing out your fallacious sophistry and your rhetorical devices that you're using. Right? It says flatties have zero evidence. There's loads of evidence. Not that we need evidence, we need proof. There's loads of proof out there. Right? So show me your working flat map. What do you expect? I'm not omnipresent. I can't be everywhere, and I ain't got the money or the resources to go out there and map everything. We need full exploration. Show how an equatorial mount can work. Just the same as it would if it was on a globe. Yeah? It's just software in it and that what they call it, that makes it, that turns it into a sphere. It doesn't have to be a sphere. You know what I mean? It doesn't prove nothing. And now 100,000 flights a day navigate to their destination. Well, that's a red herring fallacy, because none of that gives you measurable proof of the Earth anyway. Yeah? Equatorial mounts, or 100,000 flights a day. Don't give you no proof of the shape of the Earth, so they're red herring fallacies anyway. Yeah? So I've done deliberate ignorance fallacy again, give them an explanation of that again. Switching the burden of proof fallacy. Isn't measurable proof of the claim. Using natural applies, using tangible substance. Red herring fallacy. Have you got any more logical fallacies and rhetorical devices? Device loaded terms to offer? I should have put a question mark there, I forgot. Where's your measurable proof? Using natural applied science, using tangible substance. Avoiding the issue fallacy isn't measurable proof of the affirmative claim. Because I've asked him this about where's your measurable proof and the affirmative claim. Using natural applied science, using tangible substance. He's avoided that like the plague. Yeah? So he's using avoiding the issue fallacy as well. And like I said, I don't want or do evidence. Because this isn't a court case or a political debate where I am trying to convince people to believe. Evidence means that there could be other possibilities. Proof means it is what it is. So, practical demonstrations of the affirmative claim using natural applied science, using tangible substance only. What preconceived ideas and strawman fallacies, propaganda, maps and models do you want me to adopt? And attach the rhetorical device loaded term flat earth, so you can easily attack it. So, great word salad again, but I already told you, not interested. Put forward your hard evidence of your extraordinary claim that you apply the burden of proof fallacy to. So I've not made any claim about the shape of the earth. So that's a strawman fallacy argument. Besides, deliberate ignorance fallacy isn't measurable proof for the affirmative claim using natural reply and using tangible substance. So you have nothing to offer. So you resort to using logical fallacies and sophist arguments. Using rhetorical devices to try and sway weak-minded individuals. I'm done with you. I've made my point for everyone to see you for who you actually are. You're nothing but a logically fallacious sophist using rhetorical devices to try and sway weak-minded individuals because you haven't got any scientific proof of the affirmative claim, using natural or applied science using tangible substance. So you have to use avoiding the issue fallacy and numerous other fallacies to try and sway weak-minded individuals. Goodbye. And he's put, Steve HV, this is a new one, I've not seen this one yet. If you've not made any claims, then I'm not avoiding any issue. Cheers. You are avoiding the issue because I've asked you. Should we just reply here? Reply. Right, yeah. You are avoiding the issue because I have asked you on numerous occasions where is your proof of the affirmative claim using natural or applied science using tangible substance? Right? I have also asked you what preconceived ideas and strawman fallacy / propaganda maps and models do you want me to adopt so you can easily attack me? There you go. You are avoiding the issue because I have asked you on numerous occasions, where's your proof of the affirmative claim using natural applied science using tangible substance? I've also asked you, what preconceived ideas and strawman fallacies, that's propaganda maps and models, do you want me to adopt so you can easily attack me? Full stop. And I've also asked him numerous other questions as well, but he's just avoiding it. So you are avoiding the issue, reply. Right, that's it, I'm done. That's the last time I'll be, what they call it, replying to him now. There's another one down here. Let's see if I can find it. See, now he's trying to wriggle his way out of it now, critical think. So I'm not avoiding the issue fallacy because you've not made any claims. I don't need to be making a claim for you to avoid the issues. If I'm making a claim, then you wouldn't be avoiding the issues anyway, would you? It's been me avoiding the issues if I'd made claims and you was asking me about my claims. I'm asking you about your claims, critical think. The claims that you've made. I've not made any claims. So how can I be avoiding the issue fallacy? I'm not avoiding the issue because I've not made any claims. You're the one that's making claims. I'm just pointing out your rhetorical device, sophistry, and your logical fallacies. You're the one making claims and using these logical fallacies and everything else to try and avoid the issue. The things that I've asked you. I've asked you for your proof using natural applied science, using tangible substance. You're avoiding it like the plague. I've asked you for what preconceived ideas and strawman fallacy propaganda maps and models do you need me to adopt so you can easily attack me? I've asked you other questions as well. Yeah? But you're avoiding them. Any question that I've asked you, you've avoided it. So you've avoided the issue. There's another one down here. I left another comment down here. Yeah, someone's put, I don't believe that flat earthers, say they're using the rhetorical device loaded term again, even know the word logic. It may be out of their vocabulary and mental capability, but this kind of even happens. If it makes sense, you can't even write English here in Brisbane, and most times people just do the yes logical thing. Jeff, they think the word logic means what I prefer to believe. No, I don't have beliefs, I'm afraid. This guy doesn't have beliefs. They're a mind virus, stop you from progression. So I put argumentum ad hominem attack isn't measurable proof of the affirmative claim using natural applied science using tangible substance. Why are you using the rhetorical device loaded term flat earther? By the way, argumentum ad hominem attack is a logical fallacy. I know all about logical fallacies and sophistry along with rhetorical devices used to try and sway weak-minded individuals. What preconceived ideas and strawman fallacy, propaganda maps and models do you associate with the rhetorical device loaded term flat earth? And someone's put, they've probably never glanced at an azimuthal equidistant map or even considered the mathematical equation for curvature that they hold dear to their hearts. To me, that is slightly illogical. To hold to the spherical belief while I know with empirical scientific data that the oceans of the earth are demonstrably level. So I've replied to him. The AE map isn't accurate. It's just a flattened out globe projection. Yeah? I says the AE map is just a strawman fallacy propaganda map because it's not accurate, so it's easily attacked. There is no map until full exploration has been done, including all restricted areas, unless you're omnipresent. But I agree with you on the curvature part. They don't even understand their own model in things again, because I'm using that word loosely, correctly. And they don't understand how the eye works. Do we see in Euclidean geometry or non-Euclidean geometry? Diffraction, Airy's disk, angular resolution limits, other atmospheric conditions that affect observations. Observations change from day to day, so they're not measurable proof of the affirmative claim. And that's it. I'm done. I've just shown him for the logically fallacious sophist that he is. Yeah, critical think. Sorry, I could not resist. I suggest, I don't know, I wouldn't even go and bother looking at it, to be honest. It's just giving him attention. I won't give him no attention, to be honest. So that's it. I'm done. I'm done with him. I've pointed out what he's doing and who he is and everything else. He'll carry on doing what he's doing because to me he's either on task or he's not very bright. One of the two. So he's not going to take it in. He's not going to learn anything from it or anything else. So he's on task or he's not very bright. He doesn't understand. One of the two. Yeah, I'll leave that up to you to decide. I'm not making any claims. I'm not claiming anything. That's it. Thank you. Cheers. Goodbye.